Welcome to the Cult. This is Sherrod. Taking a short break from Resident Evil Remastered because, frankly, the fixed camera angle is killing me with frustration. I will be back to it, but I wanted to shake things up a little bit and try a different game. So we're checking out The Medium. This is by the same developers who did Blair Witch, which, if you want to check out a good playthrough of that, my editor, Jack Daedalus, did a playthrough a few months back. He does spend a lot of time lost, but that's okay. We're all a little bit lost, aren't we? I will say, just a warning, and it gave this warning when I booted up the game. This game has photosensitivity triggers, and it can have PTSD triggers. So if you are sensitive to those kinds of things, then it's not recommended to watch this video. If you want to, then, welcome on the ride. But yeah, I was very impressed with the visuals of Blair Witch, and when I saw that Steam had a whole package of, Blair Witch, The Medium, all sorts of other things, I decided, why not? You know what? Let's pick it up. So this should be interesting. And without further ado, let's get going. Ooh, I like the moth. Something else I noticed is it actually has a lot of accessibility features that I appreciate. For one, it says set the brightness to your desired brightness. For another, it gives you text options like who's speaking, put different speakers' dialogue in different colors, bold the text, put a background on the text to make it more readable. So I'm already impressed with this game. And I apologize, Remy really wants into my roommate's room, and I don't want to lock him out of my room, so the door's only partially closed. You might be able to hear him meowing in the background. It's okay, he's cute. He adds ambiance. Alright, so for real this time.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Yeah, that's a good start. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop my graphic settings. Oh, she's so small. Oh, honey. You fuck. I hope you die at the end. Might as well jump, honey. Might as well jump. Damn, that's a hell of a start. See, I'm gonna try turning off ray tracing and maybe vertical sync, because I know vertical sync can cause some choppy.
Little, I've had this dream.
Oh, she's so cute.
It's the end of summer. A girl is running through the woods. The moon, the scent of pines.
Ooh, dreams where you can actually smell.
The gunshot. It always felt so real. The blood on my cheek, the cold sweat running down my skin. I'd managed to convince myself it really happened. This scar of a memory. But part of me I could never fully understand. And, well, that wasn't the only part.
Why is she so covered in dirt?
No wonder people used to think I was strange.
Hey, it's okay to be strange.
If they only knew.
Man, I'm already feeling for this girl. I gotta say.
That day when the phone rang,
God, this game's
it was
gorgeous.
the hardest day of my life. The day I went home to say goodbye to my father. Dress him up for his last journey. Put him in a suit, fix his tie.
I hate funerals.
Simple. Just the things he did every day. But looking through his stuff wasn't easy. I needed a moment to pull myself together.
Just putting my phone in silent.
I was almost ready. I just
Okay.
had to find his special tie clip.
Oh no, is it another fixed camera angle game? Fixed camera angle is killing me with frustration. Did I bamboozle myself? E, F, oh, click. Sorry. Oh. I should have realized. So, October 2nd, Memorial of the Holy Guardian Angels. 3rd, funeral at 1000. 4, ultrasound. 7, Our Lady of the Rosary. 9th, biopsy. 10th, send package to Marianne. 14th, neurologist visit. Funeral at 12:30 on the 16th. How many people is she burying? 18th, another ultrasound. 22nd, a neurosurgeon visit. 23rd, the funeral at 900 and at 1100. 27th, pick up Marianne from the train station. November 1st, All Saints Day. November 2nd, All Souls Day. And November 5th, surgery. So yeah, it's kind of funny that I'm taking a break from Resident Evil because of the camera angle, and I'm playing another game with a fixed camera angle. Hopefully this one's more intuitive though, because it's a lot newer, obviously, and already the camera angle. Shit, cat.
Yeah. Nice to see you too.
Already the camera angles aren't as janky and frustrating. They transition a little more naturally.
Right.
Tie clip.
The tie clip. Pull yourself together, Marianne.
Oh, I guess that's the front door. This is the kitchen. Okay, let's see if I can find some cat food.
Looks nourishing.
Eek. Gross.
Here you go. What's your face? Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Can I pet the kitty? Can I pet the kitty? I can't pet the kitty. I am disappointed. Ooh, he had a dark room.
I can't believe it's all still here. Oh, Jack.
Yeah. Remy, please, for the love of Christ, I love you, but stop. Okay, illuminate photo for 5 seconds, dip in multigrade for 3 seconds, dip and stop for 3 seconds, and then dip and fixer for 3 seconds. Okay, so this is probably going to be important later.
I guess I forgot about this
here
one.
we go. Okay, there you go.
Do it now.
Okay. Back. So... I illuminate it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm guessing it's item by item. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I dipped it in the right thing. Oops. Shit. Hang on.
Oh, wrong fluid. I need to apply it in the right order.
Okay, so this must be the... Uh-oh. Did I fuck it up? Okay. Let's try that again. There
I
we
took a
go.
Jack.
Handsome man.
Shit.
Oh, honey. And there's that tie clip. I wonder if the tie clip's gonna be, like, more significant than we think later. Also, you guys may notice in this video that my eyes are wandering around a little bit more. I noticed that I have a habit of looking at myself on the screen as opposed to actually looking at the camera and therefore at my viewers, so it's something I'm trying to get used to. Again, we're all a little scuffed sometimes. Me more than others. Okay, so I think that's all in this direction. Oh. Does he have a sausage grinder? Yeah, it's a sausage grinder. Symbolic funeral of the Sierra Mine. Miners from the Sierra Mine came to work today as usual, but instead of flashlights and pickaxes, they carried a black casket adorned with lit candles, a symbol of their company's demise. This is not the death of our mine, say members of the Sierra Mine Rescue Committee. We will not let our jobs be buried. This casket is meant to be for the Vistula Coal Company. Vistula? Probably Vistula. The miners have also announced that they will come into work tomorrow. They refuse to accept that the Sierra mine was liquidated. Meanwhile, their colleagues continue to protest outside of the company headquarters in Taichi. I'm going with Taichi. Building a symbolic wall in the entrance. Each day, they add another layer of bricks. There are only 5 left until the wall reaches the ceiling. NATO's new mission, projecting stability on a post-Cold War world. Earlier today, U.S. President Bill Clinton delivered a major foreign policy address to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall. The president commended the progress that was made in the last decade towards strengthening democracy in Central and Eastern Europe, while also outlining the challenges that lie ahead. The U.S. leader also emphasized the fact that his country's leadership and involvement have been critical to Europe's peaceful transformation. President Clinton's vision of an undivided, man, I cannot English today, an undivided, democratic, and peaceful Europe has now been furthered by another key achievement, the induction of Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic into the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. By doing so, the NATO leaders are hoping to strengthen these young democracies, ensuring their further contribution to the security and stability of Europe. So, if it's Bill Clinton, this would be the 90s? I was born in the 90s. Please don't expect me to know exactly when things happened. Because I am the dumb, and I like to stick my head in the sand when it comes to politics because they depress me. So let's try in here. Huggy kitty.
Jack's room. It's like he never... Damn it.
Oh, honey. It's a lot of awards.
Jack was part of the Solidarity movement.
Oh, it's pins.
He spent a few months in an internment camp, but even that couldn't dampen his spirit.
That's impressive.
Come on, Jack. Where'd you put it? Okay. Let's do this the other way.
Ooh. Interesting. So she knows that she has some sort of special extrasensory perception, but she doesn't like to use it.
Okay, I think that's it.
I'm gonna continue exploring
Jack's
for a
waiting
minute
downstairs.
because I love the
Time
detail.
to say goodbye. I used to think I'd never fit in, but Jack, he didn't mind my weirdness.
Oh,
He kept telling me I was special.
it's interesting that she uses his...
Who do you think's gonna feed you now?
What? Mean kitty. Remy never hisses, except at my mom and my friend
Jack
Colin.
was a humble, religious man. He ran a funeral home, and I'd help out whenever I could.
That would explain why the funeral
felt
home's
good
just
to use.
downstairs. That's honorable. I actually, at career day in middle school, I actually signed up to go to the funeral home presentation. which should come as no surprise to anybody if you know me.
Weird to be back in my old room.
Oh, this is so pretty.
So many memories.
Oh, I love this girl already.
Yeah.
If anything happens to her, I will kill everyone in the room and then
I
myself.
don't know why, really. I guess they just
YouTube, please
used to
don't
make
demonetize me
happy.
for that. It's a joke from
Jack
Brooklyn
knew
Nine-Nine.
it well. That's why there's so many of them here.
They're so pretty. I do love butterflies and moths. It makes me sad that most moths don't have a mouth, so they only live for a couple of days after they
Kids
become
from the
moths.
orphanage.
So she's
Not all of
adopted.
them had my luck.
That's why she uses
That's why
his
I kept
name
coming back
instead of
play. To take care of.
Sorry, I keep talking over
To
her.
listen. That was the least I could do.
Yeah. So yeah, that explains why she uses his first name instead of just calling him Dad.
I used to get a lot of these. To me, they were like trophies. Badges of honor for doing the right thing. Jack wasn't too amused, but he did his best to cover for me. I kind of feel bad making him go through all that.
Dear Mr. Orkan, we must request you to attend the next parent-teacher meeting as we would like to discuss with you the situation that took place last Thursday. To recap, Marianne gave one of the students a message from his recently deceased grandmother. We understand it was Marianne's way of consoling her fellow student, but we're sure you realize that this behavior is inappropriate to say the least. Given that this is not the first behavioral problem we've informed you about, we believe it's high time for us to meet and talk about Marianne's future in our school. Sincerely, Principal of Primary School Number 7, Zofia Kanya. Man, you trying to kick a kid out of school and you don't even have a name for your school?
Family heirloom. As a kid, I'd show this to people just to freak them out. I'd usually say something like, "Pretty sick, huh?" I was such a dork.
ICU admission card. General information. First name, Marianne. Last name, unknown. Age, 3 years old. Sex, female. Initial diagnosis. Second degree thermal burns covering 35% of total body surface area. For those who don't know about medical, anything over about 10% and anything on your hands, face, or groin is considered, or feet, is very serious. So 35% second degree burns, which would be blistering, is very serious, which makes sense because she's in the ICU. Suspected inhalation injury, care management and stabilization, early wound coverage, respiratory support initiated, fluid resuscitation initiated, pain control initiated, patient placed on high flow oxygen until carbon monoxide poisoning is ruled out. Yeah, she was, I mean, God, I sympathize with this girl to a frightening degree, because if I had something, like I tell people all the time about the time I cracked my head open, the time I nearly died because of a disease that the pet birds I got as a kid were carrying. There's all sorts of stuff like that. It's interesting to me. It's terrible. It was all at least a little bit traumatizing, but it's like, hey, I survived. Are you guys proud? Let's see what's in the closet. Oh, it's the bathroom.
Interesting.
Oh, that's that one book, right? About burning books. I'm unfortunately rather behind on classic literature. I own an old rotary phone. So this must be... God, I'm gonna have to look up when Bill Clinton was actually in office, because I'm a little bit embarrassed that I don't know that. And therefore can't pinpoint, like...
We lived upstairs.
Oh wait, didn't they give
Jack's funeral home?
They gave a year in the schedule, and I didn't
wasn't
pay
as weird
attention.
as it sounds. Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers.
Can I close the door behind me, or am I just... I guess nobody lives there, but the cat's gonna get out. This game is so pretty! Like, this is all so screenshot worthy. And so far, I'm sure you guys have seen a couple of points where the camera angle has messed me up, but nothing terrible like Resident Evil. Again, though, It's based off of the engine of a very dated game, one that's only 2 years younger than me, so, you know, I try to give Resident Evil
Jack
a little bit of
taught me to accept
credit.
my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse.
Let's see what this is. Something about me, I try to be very thorough. The Last Goodbye Funeral Home. I try to be really thorough about finding things, picking things up, all of that. Last Goodbye Funeral Home.
Jack's in the prep room.
Guessing this is the prep room. Okay.
Oh, weird. I don't remember locking it.
Guess I'll have to find the key.
The key should be in the office.
It's a beautiful funeral home. Even if the Last Goodbye seems... I guess it should be kind of final, right? That's gorgeous.
Here it is.
There's the prep room key. Okay. Record of funeral. Name of deceased. Adam Nowak. Family contact. Number. It's not a real cell phone number. General information. Sex, male. Date of birth, February 5th, 1976. Birthplace, Krakow. Name mother, Hannah. Name of father, Stanislaw. Occupation, university student. Married. Date of death, 9/10/1999. So this dude was 23. Cause of death was a car accident. Additional service were embalming, dressing body, flowers. Jack. Mrs. Nowak brought funeral payment confirmation today. It's in the cabinet. Also, Robert took Friday off, so we'll need someone else for the funeral. Okay, I see. So she's... all the funerals are her helping run the business. That makes sense. All the selections of urns. The urns are really pretty, but I think if I died and were cremated, which is one of my higher options, I'm not really fond of embalming, I'd want them to scatter the ashes and keep the urn, because the idea of keeping human remains in my home unnerves me. But I'd probably donate my body to science, and then once they're done fiddling about with my bits, then that sounded so much worse. When they're done, there's no good way to say it. When they're done with me, being cremated and, having my family scatter the ashes, because I'm not one, obviously, like when I've lost family members, I've lost 2 grandparents and a great-grandparent and my ex-stepmother's sister. Everybody grieves in their own way, and personally, I don't want my family, when it does happen, I know this is rather morbid, and just for the record, I have no plans on dying anytime soon. I want to get old and fat and be boring my whole life. I recognize everybody grieves in their own way, but I hope that when I pass away, the grief period will be brief, and the rest of the time will be spent celebrating my life. Hopefully there's a lot to celebrate. Oh boy. Oh, I gotta get him out. Yeah, it makes sense that he wouldn't just be sitting on the table. Hey, Dad. He kind of looks like my dad, too, which, I mean, in that he's bald. My dad kind of looks like Bruce Willis. Okay. I need a tie.
I got your special clip.
Now, where's your tie? Oh, I like that. I like that tie a lot. It's gonna clash horribly. Remy just jumped again. It's gonna clash horribly with... you know what? That actually doesn't look bad. I kind of like that look.
Snazzy. You wouldn't have it any other way.
It's very colorful.
I didn't expect this to be easy. I guess I didn't know what to expect. When things get personal, it just burns you from the inside out. There. I guess you're ready.
Yeah, no, actually the only resemblance to my dad is that he's bald. My dad has very different face structure, which is good. It screws me up 6 ways from Sunday anytime Bruce Willis dies in a movie, because I'm not kidding. My dad straight up looks like him. You're gonna be okay. Oh. I wish that cat liked you so that you could pet the kitty. Huh. Huh, Remy. Kitties make everything better.
Oh, can't you people read? The sign says closed.
That's not people. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to... Ooh, I don't think I can... Does it autosave? Have I been missing autosaves? Oh, this is so spooky. Oh, this is so spooky. There's... Oh, no. Okay. You know, for a second I forgot I was playing a horror game, and I kind of thought I was playing a hurt and comfort game. I'm like super excited, but I'm also already nervous. I also think I may need to turn my brightness up just a bit. I don't like it. Oh, what the fuck? I can't run. I wish I had a weapon.
What the hell?
Lady, you've got shadow people in the funeral home. You need to leave.
Guess you felt it too, huh? And then it happened. As it did so many times before. Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse.
Oh, where is that darn notebook? I'm gonna be late.
She looks so cool in the spirit world.
Marianne? Oh, Marianne, are you crying, my child?
Oh, that mask freaks me out.
It's fine, Jack.
Now, you didn't happen to see my notebook, did you, darling? My memory's a bit fuzzy. So much for aging gracefully, eh?
Listen, Jack. You should probably get some rest. Forget the notebook.
The split screen is really cool.
I've got so much work, my dear.
It's okay,
I know,
Jack.
I can't just... What?
Let it go. It's not important.
You are crying. What's wrong, dear? Oh, why is it so cold in here? Child, where is that damn notebook?
It's okay, Jack.
He's stuck because he's obsessing over something, and he hasn't moved on yet.
What would I ever do without you?
I might not be able to wear makeup for this game.
Don't worry about it. It's time to get some rest.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm worried about the surgery. when I'm at the hospital, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yes, Jack. It's gonna be fine.
Oh, you know, I promised myself once I would
That's
never
from
let anything
the
happen
tumor
to you.
that
Not while I'm
probably killed him.
I'll be fine. I promise.
No risky stuff then. Huh? All right?
All right, Jack. Now, get some rest.
I need. Oh, yes. Be good, Marianne. I love you, my child. I've loved you since the moment you walked into my life. Remember that. Always.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to wear makeup for this game. I'm already crying. Oh, that's not fair at all. That's not fair. Oh my god. I love this and I hate it.
Most people would give anything to have that opportunity. To say all the things that were left unsaid. But it didn't make things any easier. I could help 1,000 souls cross over, but when it came to Jack, it still hurt like hell. I love you too, Daddy. I used to think everyone saw the world the way I did. Divided. Torn between two realities.
Yeah, I would too.
But
Shit, now I kind of want to drink.
I was the only one.
The only one that you know. Go away.
Or so I thought. We're closed. There's another funeral home across town. I can give you the number.
Marianne,
Who is this?
you don't know me, Marianne, but I know you.
Look, if this is a joke,
You need to listen to me, Marianne.
okay, I'm hanging up.
I know what you are.
What? Who is this?
My
I like
name
her
is
hairstyle.
Thomas. I need your help.
Listen, if that's all you've got, I'm...
No, there's more. I can give you the answers you've been looking for your whole life. But I need you to trust me.
Trust you. I don't even know you.
It all starts with a dead girl.
What did you say?
The Neva Resort. Find me there. Please. The light, it's almost gone. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. You're the only one who can stop it. You're my only chance.
Hello?
This
Hello?
is fascinating.
Shit.
This is really fascinating. Bloober team production. Well, that's a good intro sequence. Damn. This is really good. This is really good. Unless they, like, just absolutely jump the shark later on, like, this game already has 5 stars from me. This is incredible so far. They've built up ambiance, they've built up grief, they've built up trauma, they've already scared me a few times, but in a subtle way, not in a cheap jump scare way. I am impressed. I am very, very impressed. And I'm now very sniffly. It's okay. I pulled myself together. That's all you gotta do, is pull yourself together. motorcycle. If I did not
And
value
I
my
went
own life, I would
on
absolutely
nothing but
have
a
one.
hunch. A call from a complete stranger.
Unfortunately, several members of my family have been in
But
motorcycle
I'd
wrecks,
learned
one
to
of which
trust
should
my
have been
instincts,
fatal,
And
so
there was something about this guy.
maybe dirt
his
biking one day.
voice. Felt like I should know him.
I like her helmet.
Either way, he sure seemed to know me.
You should be wearing more protective gloves than that, though. And maybe leather pants. My next question is, where is this taking place? Like what part of the US, or is it indeed in the US, or are they foreigners? I would assume it's in the US, but
The Neva Workers Resort. Right off the bat, I could feel there was something off about that place.
okay, yeah, that's my save symbol. Okay, so that is a perfect place to stop our first episode. Something I feel I should say is I cry at games, I cry at movies, I cry at books, I cry at comics. I don't like crying in front of people, but I am also not ashamed of the fact that I will get emotional over fictional things a lot. That sequence of saying goodbye to her father, it hit me particularly hard, and I'm probably gonna start crying again. With both of my grandparents, I did not get to say a proper goodbye. My grandfather died of lung cancer in 2014. I was out to sea on the USS George Washington, and I had got to visit him before we went out to sea when I found out that he was terminal, incurable, and had very limited time left. So I got to spend some last moments with him. But the way that I found out that he died, my brother was in Scotland at the time for the Air National Guard, and so my dad was sending a Facebook message to both of us saying, hey, I need you guys to call, I need you guys to call, I really need you guys to call, this is urgent. And of course we were in completely different time zones, so I was asleep when he sent that. And I had an email from my mom that was much more calm. It was much more collected. It explained that Bobo had declined pretty severely the night before. He had been taken to hospice care and that he had passed away. So, and then with my grandma more recently in November, I had been calling pretty regularly. I'd been in San Diego at the time. Because of COVID, I couldn't really fly out to visit, especially with my work schedule, which I hate. Hated. I'm on a different schedule now. But she slipped into a coma shortly before Thanksgiving, and so the only goodbye I could give her was when she was already unconscious. So, as much as I would have loved a moment like that with my grandparents, it's hard. It's really hard. So I get the sense that this game is going to deal a lot with grief. It's actually probably going to be a very difficult game for me to play, because I don't know how I handle grief, but I get the feeling it's not well. Okay. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I am going to roll straight into my next recording, but I'm gonna take a break first, because I gotta get my shit together, have a smoke, pet the cat. If you like what you see, if you like seeing me cry on camera, give me a like, give me a subscribe, help support my channel. You can find me on Twitter, it's linked in my YouTube description, and yeah, I'm gonna go collect myself. See you all later.